Hey friends, welcome to a brand new video full of news about Garten of Banban 8, the next chapter that's getting closer and closer. We have new official messages directly from one of the two creators of the game, Faris, one of the Euphoric brothers. Like and subscribe please. Lately the developers have been super active on Discord, responding to fans, dropping hints, but most importantly, writing some really important messages about the future of the game. And one of these messages talks about something many of you have been waiting for, the mobile version for smartphones. There's news for mobile players too, so if you've been dying to explore Chapter 8 on your phone, stick with me because I'll explain everything clearly. In today's video, I'll read some of these official messages, break down what they mean, and of course, I'll throw in a few theories about what could happen in Chapter 8. Then we will see other messages related to Garten of Banban 8. But before we begin, as always, make sure to subscribe to the channel if you haven't already, because here you'll find all the latest news, the craziest theories, and the darkest secrets of Garten of Banban 8 and beyond. And hit the like button if you can't wait to return to that wonderful nightmare called Banban's kindergarten. Alright, with that out of the way, get ready because now I'm taking you inside the official messages written by Faris. Are you ready? Let's begin. Let's start right away with the first official message. A user asked something that many people have been waiting to know. Will Garten of Banban 8 come out on mobile the same day as release like how Garten of Banban 0 did? A direct, simple but fundamental question, and Faris replied, it might be later, so get PC version to stay on the safe side. Here he's clearly telling us that the mobile version might be released later than the PC version, so watch out. If you want to play as soon as possible, it's probably better to get it on PC. And pay attention because this is a change compared to what happened recently. In the case of Chapter 0, the mobile version came out the same day as the PC version, and that was the first time something like that happened. In the past, the mobile versions of previous chapters were released a few days after the PC version and not at the same day, but this time it seems like they are going back to that system. And this might also be related to the fact that Chapter 8 will be much more detailed and graphically impressive compared to the previous ones. So it's possible that they'll need a few extra days to perfectly optimize everything on phones. But hey, the important thing is that now it's official thanks to Faris's response. Chapter 8 will come to smartphones. Maybe not on day one, but it's coming. And that's amazing news for mobile players. And that's not all, because now we're going to look at another messages that Faris wrote about this topic. Yes, we can be sure that the mobile version of Chapter 8 is coming, but there will be one major difference compared to the PC version, and Faris confirms it directly with this message. Yes, we make mobile versions with that in mind, so it can run on phones properly. Obviously won't look the same as PC, but... So what is he saying here? That the Euphoric brothers are already creating the mobile versions with phone limitations in mind. The story will be the same, the map will be the same, the gameplay will be the same, but the graphics will be different, and honestly that makes total sense. Why? Well, as we've already said in previous videos, Chapter 8 is going to have much better graphics than the previous chapters. They're raising the visual level a lot, with more detailed models, more polished environments, and maybe even new lighting effects. And of course, this requires more processing power, which is easy to handle on PC, but on mobile, it's a whole different story. Let's remember, smartphones don't have the same graphics cards as PCs, so the mobile version will definitely need to be optimized. That means lower visual quality, simplified textures, maybe fewer effects. But, and I repeat, but, this doesn't mean the graphics will be ugly or ruined. On the contrary, the graphics will be suited for phones, designed to run smoothly and give you the full game experience even on less powerful devices. So don't worry, the core of the game will stay the same. It's just that the PC version will be more pushed, while the mobile version will be lighter, but still awesome to play. Now let's continue to the next part. And now let's try to come up with some theories together, because there's one question that everyone is asking. When will the mobile version of Garten of Banban Chapter 8 be released? Right now we don't even know the exact release date for the PC version. According to some theories going around online, the game might come out in August. But let's remember, those are just speculations. Nothing official yet. So from here, we can only guess when the mobile version might drop, based on what we know so far. In my opinion, the mobile version could be released within a week after the PC version comes out. Why do I say that? Well, first of all, because Faris already talked about the mobile version, which means they're already working on it actively. It's not something they're going to start after the launch, it's something that's already happening behind the scenes. And if they're already optimizing the game for phones, then it's very likely that the release will happen shortly after the PC version. Maybe not on day one, but just a few days later, like it used to happen with earlier chapters. And let's not forget one very important thing. The mobile versions of the older chapters were always released as a surprise, without any warning. There has never been a clear announcement with a specific release date for the mobile versions, so it could drop at any moment. Maybe the PC version gets released, and a few days later, the mobile version appears on the store without anyone expecting it. So my advice is this: keep an eye on the Google Play Store and App Store, because as soon as the game is available, it'll show up there with no prior notice. And let me know in the comments what you think. How many days do you think will pass between the PC and mobile versions? In the meantime, we still have more messages to look at. Let's keep going. Now let's move on to another super interesting message, and this time it's about Chapter 8 in general, not just the mobile version. A user on Discord asked Faris a very specific question. Faris, by how much did the quality increase from Chapter 7 to Chapter 8 in percent? And Faris gave a short but important answer. 500, 600. Yes, you heard that right. 500 to 600%. We're not talking about minor tweaks or small fixes. We're talking about a massive upgrade in quality, almost like an entirely new game. Even in Chapter 7, we already noticed a big improvement in graphics compared to the previous chapters. The models looked better, the lighting was more realistic, the environments more detailed. But now, it seems that what we'll see in Chapter 8 will be on a whole other level. And honestly, we had already guessed this. Why? Because the fourth teaser trailer clearly showed us much more detailed textures, bigger environments, more atmosphere, more visual depth. And now Faris confirms it with insane numbers. 500 to 600% improvement. I'm seriously super hyped right now. This time we're in for much more realistic environments, probably smoother animations, and maybe even new visual effects we've never seen before in the Banban series. All of this will be present in the PC version and, even if in reduced form, also in the mobile version as we discussed earlier. So get ready, because Chapter 8 looks like it's going to be the turning point. A chapter that will start the new era of the series. Now, before we wrap things up, let me give you a quick recap of everything we've discovered today. Now, we are in the last part. Let's do a quick recap of everything we discovered today about Garten of Banban 8. First of all, we have the official confirmation that Chapter 8 will also be released on mobile version, so we will be able to experience this new adventure on smartphones as well. However, as Faris explained, the mobile version will not be identical to the PC one. The graphics will be optimized to run well on phones, so we will have a lighter visual side, but the story, the map, and the gameplay will be the same. Regarding the release date, we still don't know when the PC version will come out. Some say August, but those are just theories. The mobile version will probably come out a few days later, maybe within a week after the PC launch, but without any notice, so we must be ready for any surprise. Finally, the thing that got me most hyped is Faris's answer about the graphic quality of Chapter 8, which will increase by 500-600% compared to Chapter 7. So get ready for an incredible leap in terms of detail, atmosphere, and visual quality. In short, Chapter 8 promises to be a big evolution for the series, and I can't wait to show it to you here on the channel. If you liked this video, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe to the channel so you don't miss any upcoming news, theories, and insights about Garten of Banban 8. Thanks for watching. See you in the next video. Bye bye.